What is good, my good people? It's your girl, Madam Joyce, in the bizzle, back again. Tell a friend, it's been another week, long time no speak. I missed you guys, and I'm back with a very, very special guest. And I'm super, super excited to be sitting down with this queen. The last time I saw her, we was doing up enjoyment in Detty December. I want to just make a side note. I'm actually really sad that I'm not in Ghana, Nigeria right now. I plan to do extravaganza Easter. We need to find a name for like Detty December for Easter. Energizing Easter. Bele boom Easter. I don't know, something. But anyways, I was supposed to do Easter, but you know, work is working, so I'm here. But at least the sun is not too bad. But we did bring some sun all the way from H-Town, Houston. I had my friend. She's a fine babe. She's who you look at when you say soft life. She's an influencer. She is a content creator. She is a superstar, and she is here in the building. It is none other than my friend, Sophiology.
I didn't know y'all interact with me. Yay.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so gassed you're here. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's Taurus. Wait, what season is it?
It's Taurus season.
It's Taurus season. You are definitely a Taurus girly.
Big Taurus.
I find that most Taurus people I know are very high fashion.
Really?
Yeah. The Taurus people I know, they love it. If a Taurus was a guy, he'd have like the Gucci belt and the Gucci shoe and the Gucci cap to match. How was your birthday? Tell me.
My birthday was amazing. Like, I actually enjoyed my day. I didn't plan anything. I just went with the flow. Every time I planned my birthday, it sucked. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up and have no plans. And like, it was tea.
You said something to me off camera because I'm somebody that I love spending my birthday with like people. I always want to have a party. I always want to do some dumb shit. But you did it was almost like a solo birthday.
Yeah. So I just wanted to be by myself. Like, I didn't want to throw no party. I didn't want to have a dinner. I didn't want to do a group trip. I just wanted to have a good day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but some people would be like, oh, that you have to spend your birthday with people.
Why?
You know what, facts?
Why? I feel like I celebrate my birthday for months. Like, if my birthday is raining, I'll celebrate it when it's not raining.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll celebrate my birthday when I want to and how I want to.
So what's 27 looking like? Because I'm 27.
Now you just jump in my age. I didn't give you permission to tell my age.
Oh,
it's okay. Oh my God, how do you say it in French? I just left Paris. 27? 27? Period.
On sept.
I'm letting you know. I'm not on set.
Oui,
27.
How's 27 feeling?
I feel younger than I did at 25, 24. Like, I feel the youngest I've been, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm aging.
Yeah, I feel like 27 is a weird age. I still feel young.
Really?
Yeah.
We are young.
No, we are young. But I feel like sometimes people be starting to make me feel a little bit old. But I still feel like young.
Why? What do you mean? What do they do that make you feel old?
They be calling me auntie.
Why?
Ask them. I don't know
why.
Why
I'll be calling her auntie.
Even Emmanuel tries to age joke me.
I've never called you auntie.
No, you never called me auntie. But sometimes Emmanuel be making some shady comments. Yes or no?
I don't know.
Can you see? No, but 27 is fun. I'm actually turning 28 this year.
Period.
I'm really excited about 28. I want to have another party though.
When was your last party?
Last year, September.
So this is annual for you now.
No, I want it to be an annual thing.
Okay.
Because I feel like I spent majority of my life not celebrating my birthday.
When's your birthday? You're a Gemini?
No, Libra.
You're a Libra.
I am a Libra girly. What did I say about me?
You being a Libra?
Yeah, because you seem to know star signs.
I was shocked that you said Libra. I thought you were a Gemini.
No, I'm a Libra.
Wow. It surprises me.
Why?
I feel like, though, I'm really into astrology, though.
Yeah, go on.
But I feel like your moon sign shows more because you don't give me Libra.
I think my moon sign is Virgo.
I see more Virgo. Mine is Aries. I see more Aries with me, but I guess.
Are you Aries?
Yeah.
I can see that though.
Yeah.
Because I know quite a lot of Aries people. I feel like Aries people and Libra people really, really get on.
Yeah, they do.
So anyways, Paris, France, the city of love. Are you telling me you went by yourself?
You said?
You really went by yourself?
What do you mean what do you mean I really went by myself?
Paris is the city of love.
Right.
No boo, no little like kiss and flowers. Because I feel like every time I see your vlogs, every time I see your stories, someone is always bringing flowers.
They're calling me flower girl now.
To be honest, it makes sense because every time there's always a new bouquet, and it's never like a casual like 20.
No,
Here's 20. It's always a big puff bouquet with like your name spelt in the middle or something crazy. And then you want to come here and say that you spent your birthday alone.
What does that have to do with me? Like, what does that have to do with my birthday?
Who's sending you the flowers?
Who sent me the flowers? Which ones? Yeah.
That part. That part.
Period.
I love it. So there's nobody.
Yeah, I was in Paris by myself. I wasn't by myself. You know what I mean? But in my hotel room, I was alone.
But you had a good time. So okay, tell me in the last year, what have you learned about yourself? Like obviously you had a whole year.
Oh my gosh, I love this question. Oof. Nice one. Big Joyce.
I'd be doing this.
Okay.
I feel like it's my full-time job. Right?
To be unapologetically me, I feel like I've been saying that to myself for years. But really, when you know you've reached that level to where you really don't care anymore, that's something that's changed in the last year for sure. And I love it here. I do.
So are you saying that there was one point in time where you used to give a little bit of a vibe?
I think the narcissist accusations, you know how people like to diagnose narcissism. Everybody got a degree in narcissism now, right? So it's like to avoid being a narcissist, being self-aware, you know, apologizing every chance you get. But I just feel like, to be honest, call me a narcissist.
Okay, clock
Period. Because like, you just get to that point to where it's like, you just want to be yourself.
And how does it feel just being in your I'm apologetically me era?
It feels great. It feels really, really good. I love it here.
You know what? I love that for you.
Period.
And you know what else I love for you?
What?
You just got your titties done.
Yes! Yes, my favorite topics. Yes!
You know what? This is killing me. So what we gonna call this one? Because we had the...
I haven't named them yet. My titties?
We had the Christian BBL.
Hey!
Maybe this one. Is this
but I never called it a Christian BBL.
I mean, it was in...
I haven't named my butt.
I feel like if we call the butt the Christian BBL, we need to call this one the breastplate of salvation.
Oh. Come and rest in Jesus' name.
This one is the breastplate of salvation. Nah, this one is the Christian BBL.
I'm screaming. Breastplate of salvation gives. I like that even better. Breastplate of salvation is crazy.
Yes. You have to have the breastplate of salvation to match the BBL, the Christian BBL. Yes.
I'm screaming.
I love it.
So what is the waist giving? Because if I have the breastplate of salvation, the Christian BBL, what's the waist giving? What's the face giving?
We need to get to that.
We really do.
We need to list them all.
We really do. At this point, be head to toe.
I feel like we should have done this off camera. We came back with the guys.
Head to toe.
This is the waste of. This is the waste of King Solomon wisdom. This is the wisdom waste.
Oh my
of King Solomon.
goodness.
He's the one that.
Oh my God. Very soon I'll be the full package. Very soon I'll be the full package.
So talk to me. How you recovering?
Nicely. I've been on the move. You're supposed to like be resting, but we don't get rest. The show must go on with what we do. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like people might get the wrong idea about recovery with me because they'll be like, oh, Sophia got off the table and was back to life.
Yeah.
You try it and see what happens. But you know, I'm a strong girl, so you know, we just keep it going. So
I see what a couple people are saying. They're concerned. They're like, oh yeah, you always laying on the table, girl. You're always laying on the table.
I've been on the table twice in like 3 years. That's a lot for like a not normal person.
So what is the mental process before you decide, okay, I want to get this done?
I'm glad you asked that question. If I think about it too much, I'm not going to do it. Like, I feel like every work that I've had done, I've wanted done since I was 11 years old. You know, when you're watching Cheetah Girls, your stomach is bigger than your breast. You have cornrows or single braids, whatever your mom chose. I've wanted my boobs and butt done since. I said, oh my God, I can't wait till I'm legal and I have the money. You mad. I'm doing it.
Period.
I'm not waiting for, what is it called? Genetics or what is it? Mommy body. What do they say? Grown woman weight.
Yeah.
What's for where? I told myself by the time I'm doing it. So.
You know what? I feel like there's some people that like to have this conversation of you should do it when you're after.
That don't make no sense to me. Who told you I wanted to have kids?
Facts. And sorry, have you ever seen the 50-year-old auntie with the BBL? It's not quite the same.
Hey! But aunties lying on the table is crazy because I do know aunties, my mom's age that are ready to go on the table. Why?
It's not the same. Like what?
This is the age where I want to enjoy my shakara.
I've seen a couple 50, and I in on it. I love it, but it's like auntie's 50 years old with a big.
I haven't seen an auntie with the BBL
and a tiny. You need to go to.
Wow.
You need to. If you come to a 50-year-old birthday party in Peckham, you see them there. You see them there. Tiniest waist, big bum.
I haven't seen an auntie with the BBL. I feel like I can't speak for it, but by the time I'm that age, I won't care. I always care about the way I look, but to lie on the table is crazy. I have Pilates energy right now.
You know what? I feel it. But shout out to the big aunties with the big booty.
Shout out to the aunties, the BBLs. We love you.
Hard.
Fine, babe.
Do you know what? I can't wait till I'm 50 because they will be like, I'm the type of 50-year-old that will. There was one auntie that we used to have at church, and like I used to go to white garment church.
Really?
And it's like, I used to go white garment. So for those that don't know, it's like when they wear this white gown, auntie will come in and you're supposed to just wear like a white garment. She will cinch the waist. The white garment that's supposed to be purified and holy.
Hey.
She will cinch the waist and she'll sew it in this like stretchy material. You know, like the Fashion Nova stretchy.
But let me ask you, what do you think is the point?
To flex on these bitches.
All right.
And I hear it. I hear it. Auntie Yaba wants to flex on the bitches at church, and I hear it. I think when I'm 50, I will be one of those girls.
I might be, because this is who I've always been, though. I was born wanting a BBL. Once I saw that I collected my dad's side of the family, I said, nah.
So what was your cheeks
Because my mom has the rack.
Oh, but you had your daddy's body.
I collected my dad's side of the family.
So which one? That a bit more straight, a bit more...
It's just not giving.
But you're happy you did it for you. Like the thing is, I love every woman, every shape, every body. If you want to do it for you. Don't do it for the approval. And if you don't,
let's get into it because people say like women get surgery for male approval or like sexual attention.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I'm a character. I've always been a character, and I feel like the way I live my life, this is my world.
Yeah.
Like if I want to go into the what'd you say, Big Ben clock and twerk, who's stopping me? You live one life and I want to enjoy it. So it's like, this is the life I imagined. When I got to this age, my dream woman age, 25, 27, 30, there's a woman I envisioned and I'm going to get her.
I have a question for you. Do you feel like the type of guys you attracted differed from when you had the BBL?
If I see another ice block chain.
What'd I do?
I said, if I see another ice block chain.
Oh,
if I see another 2 watches in one day.
So after you had the BBL, the type of guys you attract was the high shine chain.
So I'm going to say this because my followers know this. I've always had a curvy body. I feel like when you're a curvy girl, the demographics change for who you attract. It's sad. You know what I mean? Like, but I will say that I'm not going to sugarcoat. Men are willing to spend more. I feel like when I was natural, men thought I was a nice girl. And then all of a sudden, I get my body done and they assume that I want money spent.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like they look at you and they're like, she
wants money. And I'm cool with that.
Do you want money?
I always did, but they weren't listening. Now I don't even have to speak. Money is being spent.
So when you hear people calling you a gold digger, like for people,
somebody call me a gold digger? Yep, this year. Nope, last year. Yeah, that was my first time being called a gold digger.
And what did you say to that?
You led with money.
Oh, fucking facts.
Yeah, he was like, "You're a gold digger." I said, "You led with money."
I remember a guy said that to me in the club, and I said, "Yes, I am."
Oh. I just feel like he knew he could not get me. So he led with money. And then when I was taking the money, he's like, you're a gold digger. I'm like,
that's what a lot of guys do though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I feel like there are a lot of incredible women who are very happy living a nice, quiet life. They don't want to be, they don't really like the designer stuff. They don't really like, you know, the high living. They don't mind.
Really?
Yeah, there's girls like that. There's a beautiful women that I speak to that are not, they're very educated. They don't mind. They don't want the designers. But the guys don't want them. They're not looking for them. they're looking for the hot mamas with the small waist and the fat ass and the Cartier that's climbing here.
Gladiator Cartier.
They want the
gladiator sleeve.
And then they're looking at those girls, but then those girls want money. And then they're like, yeah, but you're a gold digger. But the girls who are not gold diggers, you're not checking for them.
I mean, I feel like the way women check men out and size them up, men do the same thing.
In a different way.
Men notice your wig quality. Men notice your lace. Men notice the stain on your shirt, the quality of your clothes. Men notice.
You think so?
Your hygiene, your teeth. They look, they care. I don't know why they're not open about it. When guys see like Van Cleef on my wrist, they know. They like it. When I drive Mercedes, they like it. But they don't want to admit it though. They act like it doesn't matter, but it does. They like to flex. They like to be like...
Emmanuel?
Yeah, it's true.
When I show up to where my guy is at, he's proud. It gives him pride. And it's like, it gives him a reason to like, you know, feel like it's a level up.
So how come we're in the age where like guys are like condemning women for wanting those things?
Making money is difficult. So I feel like if you condemn it, it might shame us. But if you're not ashamed, then...
Go on with your hot self.
Yeah. I'm honestly very disgusted by the fact that it's becoming normal for men not to provide for women.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That was the way God set things up. What are we supposed to do? Like,
do you know what? What? Guys, I have a confession. No, okay, because honestly, so there's this whole conversation with Shannon Sharpe that's happening right now.
Really? I'm not up to date. I've been traveling.
You don't know what's happening with Shannon Sharpe?
No, is it the Michelle?
Okay, so Shannon Sharpe is a podcaster. Was he part of the NFL?
Yeah.
Used to be an NFL player, but now he's a podcaster. So...
Oh, I just clocked what you're saying. I know about this. I thought it was something else. Again.
So he's 56, sleeping with this girl when she was 19. She's now like 22, right? So she's come out with a lawsuit basically saying that he had essayed her in the 2 years that they were
I didn't know about
together, right?
Yikes.
It's a big fat yikes.
Yikes.
So he's come out and sent text messages saying, oh, that, you know, she's lying. It's been consensual. Here's the evidence. But the evidence shows race play.
What is that?
Like, you know, like it's a thing, race play, where it's like, oh, I want you to put big black babies in me, daddy.
Oh, she's white?
Oh, she's white.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I want you to, and then he says things like, oh, you know, big black man choke small white woman. You know, like slavery stuff.
Oh, he's into it.
Oh, he's into it.
Okay.
He's into like that, you know.
That's great.
Girl.
That's good for him.
But yeah, I mean, when I see conversations like that, I've decided that I want to date white men.
Why? I know that's where you're going with that.
No one knew where I was going with it. I've decided. No one knew I was going.
Literally, everybody's like, what?
I've decided that I want to date white men.
What?
Or at least be more open. Like I feel like the small amount of encounters I've had with white men, I've just shut it down.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like because I'm like, yeah, black kings forever. Snow bunnies never.
Why are you doing the fist? You're doing too much.
Now I would like to find my white king, my white prince.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
No way.
I had a whole conversation with my friend yesterday.
You're serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm kind of tired. Do you know what? I'm just kind of tired because you go through these things where it's like, okay, cool. Like there's a white woman here talking about 25K for each cheek.
What are you talking about?
The Shannon Sharpe situation. Sorry,
I really haven't.
This young girl is texting Shannon Sharpe saying, "Oh yeah, you know, you like my big bubble butt, 25K for each cheek." So they have a transactional relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a transactional relationship. But
and she's how old?
She's 22 now, but they were together since she was
crazy.
19. They started this whole relationship when she was 19.
This is crazy.
I know it's crazy, but it started thinking, I started thinking about how many women, I feel like a lot of women, different races, we always have this conversation about, I need a provider, I need a guy to look after me. But for some reason, when Black women say it, it's a thing.
Wow.
It's a thing. Because a white woman can say 25K for each cheek. I've seen like Latina women, like Russian women are very like, they need a provider.
Arabic.
Arab women are very like,
Arabic.
I need
Arab,
a provider. But for some reason, when Black women say it, it's a thing. Like, it's just
It doesn't make any sense, but I feel like it's a generational thing. Like, and I don't know where it got lost at, because we're Nigerian, both of us. And I feel like the man being the provider was normal, but I don't know what's going on with these Gen Z ones.
It's C&T, baby. Let's talk Detty December.
I don't wanna.
Why?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Girl, how was your Detty December?
Amazing.
How amazing?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
On the scale of 1 to 10.
20.
What was so amazing about it?
There's no place like Lagos.
Elaborate. Tell me more, friend.
Oh, why should I elaborate?
Tell me more, friend. You know what? I didn't even see you in Lagos. I saw you in Ghana.
We did see each other in Ghana.
It was a swell time. The sun was out. We was looking sexy. There was this viral video of Sophia. I'm going to put it up here. And she was looking sexy. No makeup.
Period.
Thick as fuck. Thighs out.
Come on.
And she was doing a face.
Yes.
Where she was doing the eyebrow face to somebody. Who were you doing that to, by the way?
You have me speechless. You have me speechless.
Pulling cheeky faces to cheeky people. We had a swell time. We had a swell time. What do you think?
Takes a sip.
Obviously, we went to Detty December and it was tea. But obviously, the girls are saying that Detty December is starting to get a little bit overrated. Like, they're like, oh, everyone's coming now. It's like, oh,
what's the problem
IJJB.
with everybody coming?
Talk about it.
I was about to say something else I can get us canceled. Okay, I'm a reel it back. But it's like, what's the problem with everybody coming?
Do you know what? I feel the same way. I feel like when I hear girlies on the internet talking about, oh yeah, all the people that keep coming, they've ruined Detty December. It's like the fact that people are coming back home to know their culture. Like, no one shouts when it's Paris and everyone is standing around the dead grass around Eiffel Tower. No one's shouting when it's Ibiza.
Yeah.
And they'll get, all the white people will get drunk enough and start calling you bitch.
Yeah.
No one says it to other places, but it's like,
okay, so announcement, whether you like it or not, Lagos is becoming a travel destination.
And I love that for us.
I love it for us too.
Like,
secondly though, it's not just the IJGBs that are excited for it. Y'all know y'all are excited for it too. Y'all in Nigeria, same thing all throughout the year. And then finally some action in December.
Honestly.
So let's just be mutually like, you know.
Let's be honest. I start getting texts in October. I start getting the texts. Are you coming?
Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? And then you're mad that we're there. Traffic, dang it. It's a good time. Everybody's happy now.
Relax. Cool down.
We're all acting like they're not happy to see us. You're happy to see us now.
Every year. Yeah. The last 2 years, they've been so cross at me for being there. It's just my existence. Just
yeah, we know.
Girl, the last 2 years, every time I've stepped my foot in Lagos, it's been global news.
Chineke.
I'm just here to have a good time.
Right.
Speaking of global news, you've had your fair share of global news now, have you?
My first ever
Christian
thing.
BBL girl.
Christian BBL girl, big Sophiology Christian BBL girl.
Do you know that? Can I just say, I remember when that happened, yeah.
Okay.
I remember when Christian BBL drops here. It was, for me, I didn't think it was that deep. It was, for me, it was.
You really didn't think it was that deep?
It was, because me, I love gisting it. So it was like, girl, be fucking for it. And I giggled. and I kept it moving. It was a giggle moment.
A giggle.
It was a giggle.
Thank you.
It wasn't like a, oh my God, how could she say this? Crucify, crucify, crucify. It wasn't that it wasn't that type of party.
You're a normal person.
Can you, because I feel like you haven't really like spoken about the aftermath.
I feel like I have, but this is actually my first interview and I had to save it for Joyce.
I'm so honored.
Madam Joyce. But it's like, honestly, I'm very, 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 and this is unpopular in this like society now, but I'm very okay with being misunderstood. Like, I don't give a damn.
Period. So explain to me what you meant and explain to me how people interpreted it.
I didn't mean anything. I feel like I'm very tit for tat as a personality. I'm very petty. I also have come to terms with the fact that being a YouTuber, there's a lot of context to what I do. Like, people who watch my vlogs weekly, they understand where things are coming from because they've been keeping up and they've been knowing what's going on and what's tea. I think what happened with that situation is it left YouTube and bounced into other platforms with no context as to what was going on.
So why you call it Christian BBL, girl?
I never called it a Christian BBL. So
to be honest, the title of the video,
oh, that's me,
was Christian BBL.
Right.
So because it was you that wrote the title, people were assuming that you were calling the BBL one of Christianity.
If you want to be a successful YouTuber, clickbait is your best friend. Like, it doesn't matter how good your video is. If your thumbnail is not given and your title is not given, nobody's watching your amazing editing and your amazing content.
Period.
You're going to have to get people to click it to watch it. And I'm clickbait queen, so it was clicked.
So obviously in the video, you were saying how you prayed about getting the BBL.
I prayed before having a life-threatening surgery. I prayed before everything. I prayed before doing this interview with you. I feel like I never get anxious, but I feel like my personality is something I gatekeep. So I was I was a little nervous.
You do gatekeep your personality.
Before we started this episode, I just prayed that God would give me the confidence to like be myself because nothing's wrong with me. You know what I mean? And I feel zero anxiety right now. It could be this drink.
Clear to the end.
It could be this drink, but honestly, my prayer was answered. I pray before everything except for sex.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. But I pray before everything. Flights, you know, the most simplest thing. Wig installs.
No, but you should. I feel like I've been on a journey and you know what? We giggle about it, but I feel like it's really important to just involve
So yeah,
God
if I'm
on
going
everything.
into surgery and I might not wake up from the anesthesia, I might not wake up because my surgeon made an accident. I might die. I might just pray a little bit just in case I don't wake up. That's all I prayed for. I didn't pray to God about the decision. Do you pray to God before you go to that man's house? Do you pray to God before you do something you know is wrong? You kind of just have to do it now.
I feel like the internet is just a place for hypocrisy, and I feel like I'm one of those people.
That's my favorite word, hypocrisy. So the title was me, Christian BBL. Even though I never said the words, the clickbait was there and it was me. I knew it was gonna work. I knew it was gonna get people to click. I didn't know it was gonna go viral, but I knew it would get my followers to click.
Yeah.
All right. So, but the hypocrisy was what I was getting at, because the whole thing was, to be honest, when I had my surgery, I didn't think my followers would care. I didn't think they liked my natural. I didn't care. I didn't ever thought about my natural body in them. Like my body was never something I thought about when it came to my followers. So when I got my body done and I was shocked by the comments of, we don't like it, that's normal, but why don't you like what I did with my body?
Yeah.
Because you're a Christian. I was like, oh, let me fix it. Okay. So if it's a Christian one now, is it okay? Like,
oh, I was trolling.
I was trolling because what does that have to do with anything?
So the Christian girlies can't get BBL.
A lot of Christian girlies have work done, but they're quiet though. And I feel like one thing I had to realize to be a successful influencer was I can't be as private as a normal private person. I have to overshare more than a regular average human being.
Yeah.
And I think for an influencer, I'm pretty private, but compared to a normal person, I talk too much. I have to share. Where'd you get your deodorant? I'm opening my armpit. Normal people aren't opening their armpit to tell you where the deodorant is from, but people want to see if it's causing reaction and if your armpit is clear, you know? So it's just like, yeah.
I feel that I've been really battling this whole like I'm on a public platform
Mm.
and people want to know the truth.
About
and I
what?
feel like, I mean, just know your truth, like whatever, the way you share in terms of your surgeries and stuff.
Mm.
But I feel like every time I open my mouth, the truth that people claim that they want is what they used to crucify
You know
me.
why? Because it triggers people. So not everyone can be an influencer, even though like people would love to get paid to like do what influencers do.
Mhm.
Everybody feels like they can be an influencer.
Yeah.
Not everybody can. And I think sometimes when you do things that most people won't do, they'll have an opinion about it.
Facts.
Because they get to. You're either the person doing it or you're either the person having an opinion about it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
How do you manage to share so much but still also have a private life? Because obviously I know you because you're my friend. So I know a lot of things that happen off camera.
Mhm.
But you still manage to share so much. But you also have a part of your life that is very to you.
Oh, I love it for me. That took years of practice.
Mhm.
And there have been times where I've slipped up and I've shared things that I'm like, you know what? I was probably inspired in the moment. Because you know when it comes to content, they always tell you when you're inspired, record. Don't waste time. Record. Do not. Do not. You know what I mean? Like you have to be actually intentional about what you're putting out into the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, it took years of practice for me to determine what belongs to Sophia and what belongs to Sophiology and separating the two.
See, that's what I'm learning.
Mm.
Because Madam Joyce used to be one person. And then I remember having a conversation with someone, like an amazing mentor of mine. She goes, you need to separate Joyce from Madam
You
Joyce. They are
have
two different
to.
people. You have to.
You
actually
have to. It becomes a Black Mirror episode when you
Yeah.
start merging with your online personality.
Yeah.
Then what happened to the person your parents gave birth to?
Lost. And it's so crazy because I am in the season where I'm like rediscovering Joyce because somebody asked
Oh, stop.
me. No, I am, because I've spent the last 4 years being Madam Joyce.
Mm.
Breathing and putting my whole body and soul. Get lost.
You got a D&D.
Oh, it's true, you know. I told you it's only this podcast that people call me. Yeah, so I've spent the last 4 years being Madam Joyce, the Joyce Ann. Like somebody was like, what does Joyce Ann like to do? And I said, Joyce Ann likes to do what Madam Joyce
Joyce
does.
Ann is actually a beautiful name. Shout out to your parents.
Thank you. It was in a fight. They couldn't decide which one, so they just stuck it together. But yeah, like they just what was I saying? Yeah, I've lost 2 Joyce Annes because I've been building Madam Joyce.
Mm.
And somebody asked me the other day, what does Joyce Ann like to do? And I was like,
Aw.
I don't actually know. Because like Joyce Ann likes acting and I used to like dancing and all this stuff. But it's like now it's just, how we gonna get this money? How we gonna get this money? What?
But you know what it is?
Go on.
I feel like everybody at our age is focused in our career.
Yeah.
Because I was telling my brother this the other day, because these 20s are ghetto.
Very ghetto.
This is the age to where when we're married and we have kids, they don't give a damn what happened before they were born. They don't know how the house was got, how the cars were got, how the school fees were paid for. But we know. And this is the grinding season. So I feel like when you have a regular job, because this is not a regular job, entrepreneurship, social media, public figure.
High profile.
Period. I was going to say it, but I didn't want to throw you under the bus, Miss Christian BBL. But it's just like, when you have this type of job, you have to grind the same way. Yeah. But it's not the same grind. We're not working, we're being.
Yeah.
So what happens to your being in the process of trying to get somewhere?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fast. Nobody has time to be struggling and working like this, trying to be rich.
I try not to. I would like to be as rich as possible, as quickly as possible.
As soon as possible.
Yeah,
like
please.
what? Retire.
I agree.
You know?
I think that's why, because I work to be at the speed where by the
but
time
you can
I'm
get
like,
lost in the sauce.
fuck, you know, look at that jiggle.
Stop that.
Sorry.
But you can get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got lost.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm trying to find myself now. I'm trying to find myself. How do you deal with self-doubt?
What do you mean self-doubt?
Like, has there ever been a time where you feel like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not good enough. I know from a friend to friend, I know that Christian BBL Saga was hard.
Yeah.
It was tough.
I talked to you about it in December as soon as I saw you.
Yeah.
Trauma dumped as soon as I saw her.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst thing about that trend was that it had to do with God, which was something so unarguable and too personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I remember as an influencer, you advised me, you gave me great advice. You were just like, own who, like, stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? And own your ground, stand your ground. And it's like, you can't stand your ground when it comes to God, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in the process of me trying to disrespect people, because I love disrespecting people. If you ever want somebody to be disrespected, call me at 8327. All right, anyways. But I love disrespecting people, especially when they disrespect me. I'm like, yes, I get to disrespect. But it's like when it comes to God, though, it's like I really hit below the belt with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to be accountable and know that I possibly did offend God in the process of trying to offend people.
Yeah. Ooh.
I wanted to really piss people off. But in the process, I threw God under the bus. You know what? I disrespected like something that's very sacred to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't own that. That was what I doubted. I never doubt my personality. I don't give a damn how people feel about my differences, but it's more so like I doubted the call that I made. Great clickbait is not worth my integrity.
Mm.
And that's just it. That was one moment where I doubted myself. Like I could have got people angry without like playing with my spirituality. That should have never been played with on the internet. I feel like until Christian BBL, I was shocked that I was even seen as a Christian girly. Fine, I put Bible verses in my videos, but it never gave Christian. Like I've been pretty much the same since the beginning. But one thing I do know is that you have to be careful about the way you brand yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about the way you brand yourself.
You want to suck? Oof.
Because for those of you who don't know me, I started YouTube when I was 17. And I feel like I gave goody two shoes and now I don't.
You know what? Let me tell you when I first watched your content. Because I was very young when I watched your content. Because you know,
we were both very young when we watched my content.
You was there. I was watching. It was when I remember when you first took off and it was on, I believe it was your weight loss journey.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
The 3-in-1s, but.
If I'm not mistaken, the first time I saw you was when you were, was it a keto?
The weight loss in general, the juice diet.
Or was the juice? It was something to do with weight loss that your videos just took off.
Yes, millions and millions and millions.
And I
of
remember
views.
when I first, you might have been on 60K when I was looking, when I scoped you.
That's crazy.
I know.
And I'm 600 now.
It's crazy.
Times 10.
Is it times 10 or times 100?
Times 10 now.
Okay, shut up. Everyone knows I'm not good at maths.
Oh shit.
It's crazy. So I remember you literally and it was fast.
Yes.
I remember
very fast.
I remember you were just hitting it.
My YouTube channel didn't grow. It just started big.
Yeah, I remember you just came from nowhere.
Nowhere. Because people ask me, oh, how did you get started? I didn't get started though. I opened my channel. It started
me.
Yeah.
I think that was in a time where we really needed, we didn't have many black Nigerian girlies.
Oh God, we needed them.
Yeah, we still need them. We still need them. I mean, we need them and be nice.
We're counting the bad Nigerian babes on one hand, though. We need them.
The Nigerian, at that
time.
The
big, you know what I mean?
The big booty.
No. I meant like micro influencer versus like major rolling. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So I would say when it comes to like my space, a lot of the girls are mixed. I feel like I'm the only Nigerian girl vlogger at the rate that I'm going at with the views that I'm going at.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see like a lot more Nigerian girls like getting hundreds of thousands of views on their vlogs.
I agree. Your vlogs do be eating.
Thank you.
And it's very hard to get those numbers. I mean, generally.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll talk about how I feel about the YouTube algorithm
Chineke.
towards black women.
Uh-oh.
Emmanuel's like, don't you fucking dare. What was your I made it moment?
What was my I made it moment? I've had plenty. Because the minute I think I made it, it just goes to another
level.
Because I guess my expectations were small. I never planned to do YouTube for 10 years or to make it my bread and butter and to be doing this for a life career. That was never the plan. So I feel like I've already had my I made it moment a million times. I would just say when I was able to drop out of school and start paying my bills and buying things.
Period.
That was crazy. Influencing was not popular at that time. People were like, you can make money from that
Mm.
when I made it. That was like 2018, 2019.
Would you ever get into another public relationship?
What was my that laugh can stay. That was ugly as hell, but it can stay. Would I ever get into a public relationship? Yeah.
Again.
When I'm married.
With my king.
when I have children and I have a husband.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people really knew what happened with your last
Yeah.
public relationship.
I never explained. I feel like, are you asking me to explain?
Yeah.
Because you were just staring at me quiet.
Because I saw your lip quivering. You was ready to go. That's how I was looking at it.
Me, my drink is finished. That's why my lips are quivering.
Yeah, Latif, please, we need another round, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, King.
You said what happened to my last relationship?
Yeah, your last public
I wasn't supposed to marry him. So I feel like we met when I was 17, which was cute.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the reasons why I would date someone now at 27 aren't the reasons why I dated him when I was 17.
Yeah.
It hurt so much that we outgrew each other.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, we've been together for this long, but I wasn't expecting to like outgrow you or you like outgrow me.
When you mean outgrow, is it that?
When you realize you actually, that person's not your spec.
I've been there.
He's somebody's spec, but it's like he was my spec when I was 17. Maybe 20-something-year-old Sophia might not go after this. And that takes some real self-awareness to understand.
What was the turning point for you that it was like, I just don't feel like it's working for me?
Well, he broke up with me.
Okay.
I never shared that. So finally y'all got whatever. But it's like he dumped me. I didn't see it coming. And I think that was pretty obvious because I was just like spinning off the wheel. But it's, what was your question?
Wait, what was my question? I forgot.
What was my turning point as to,
Yeah,
okay.
what was the turning point for you?
Honestly, even though I was shocked that he broke up with me, I was grateful for it. Like I remember speaking to him a year later and letting him know like you made the right call.
Do you know why he broke up with you?
No, he didn't give me any reason. It was a very short phone call. He just called me.
It was on the phone.
Yeah, he just called me and said that it's over.
And nothing happened before that. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't.
So that's why I thought he was joking, but he wasn't joking. And even me, I'm very impulsive. The next day, I posted video how to get over your ex in 3 days.
But in looking back at that, is there anything that you would have changed from that situation?
I wouldn't have made that video because that was disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like 24-year-old me, and 24-year-old me is not 27-year-old me. That was kind of impulsive. I think, like I said, he didn't give me a reason, and my ego didn't let me ask why. I just thought if somebody didn't choose you, then leave.
Yeah.
Like, don't let a man tell you twice that he don't want you.
Period.
You know what I mean? I also felt like I was young enough to meet somebody new, so I shouldn't waste time crying over spilt milk.
I feel it. 100% feel it. I had a guy that I was dating when I was 15. And I was with him all the way until I was like 22.
7 good years.
In and out for 7 years. And I think one day I just thought, you know what? We're just not, like, as I'm growing up and I have new needs and I'm experiencing different guys, because obviously then we break up, we go and date other people and see other things. And, you know, I'm starting to see all these 6-pack daddies.
Right.
You just start to kind of see other things and you're
right.
like, and then you come back and you're like, I don't think this is what I want.
So I feel like I'm a very loyal person.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that Tauruses are loyal as hell.
Yes.
Even though I didn't like him anymore, that's not nice to say, but me and him have had our conversations. Like, we're very comfortable. So I don't really care about the social media, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew we weren't supposed to be together like a year before we broke up. So it wasn't really a shock.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I was too loyal to leave.
Yeah.
Right? But once we did, I realized, like, I know what Sophia likes. And I can't wait to, like,
So what do you like?
What do I like?
What do you like? What do you like?
A provider.
Have you ever dated anyone in the public eye?
Yeah, you know this. So why are you? I guess. Oh, we're our personalities right now.
No, because we're trying
Joyce
to get to,
Ann knows this about Sophia.
no, but obviously we're talking because the people are trying to get to know you.
Okay.
Have you ever dated someone in the public eye?
Have I ever dated somebody in the public eye? What's dating?
Dating, getting to know each other,
Getting to know somebody?
trying to fly you to places,
Ah.
trying to put you in videos.
Writing songs about me.
Writing songs about you and shit. Like,
I'm not gonna write you a love song. Writing songs about me. You know you're that girl when you got some songs written about you, okay?
Oh my God, what song? Oh my God.
Don't be doing that, Joyce. Behave yourself.
No, I was gonna write you a song. I was just gonna do a freestyle song.
Oh.
Sophia, I wanna be her, I wanna meet her, I wanna see her, I wanna spend money on her, wanna breed her, I wanna,
Spend money, yeah. So they really feeling the beats.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
I love the dance.
Yeah, that's all you, girl.
That sound is music.
So
Grammy.
what's it like? Would you rather date someone in the public eye or someone a little bit more low key?
Uh-oh. Lord is low key. Okay, neither. Neither. I wouldn't want to date someone in the public eye, and I wouldn't want to date somebody that's low key either.
So what would you say? What was your that start was crazy. That's everybody don't laugh so hard. The way Emmanuel laugh was don't laugh so hard. It's C&T, baby. Do you want a hybrid? So if you don't want someone that's not in the public eye and you want someone and you don't want someone in the public eye,
I want
then
someone who has influence and motion. You don't have to be famous. I feel like a lot of famous guys are lame.
Okay. Why'd you say
I
that?
said lame, like I dragged it.
Lame.
Because they're lame. I like your American accent. Good job.
Lame. You know, sometimes I'll be putting it on and people think that I could really be from the States.
Ew.
No, for real. Like I could really be from there.
Ew.
Not the ill. Not the ill. Okay, so famous guys are lame.
Mm-hmm. A lot of they become famous because they're lame.
So they were lame before, and fame is what got them to the lameness.
Fame rescued them from lifetime of lameness.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there are a couple of guys that I met, and I'm like, you're actually like they're like famous, but I'm like,
you're lame.
You're a little bit of a waste man. We call them waste man here.
We say loser.
Yeah, they still have the
loser.
loser energy. They still have the loser energy in them.
Big.
It's in the core. But it's like it's we call them waste men.
This is
anyways.
good.
What we cheers into? Let's cheers.
Cheers to losers becoming famous.
Oh my God, yes.
Congrats.
Fuck it. I feel like this is shade towards someone, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I feel like it's just the truth though. And Taurus, Aries, that's just what it comes out my mouth.
She said, I'm standing on business.
Yeah, it's not any shade. It's the truth. Becoming famous rescues you from being a lame-o for life.
What's something you're proud of, but you don't talk about enough?
Staying true to myself as much as people have wanted me to change so bad.
Okay.
As an influencer, you hear how much you need to change every 30 seconds for years upon years. And I started really young at a very malleable age.
Mm-hmm.
You know that age where you're a teenager, everything can influence you.
Yeah.
I have stayed Sophia Chinedu Osaruwe say
I love how you say you're full govy. Are you an Edo woman?
I'm Edo Delta.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like you're the first Edo woman I've met.
Period.
That I know personally.
Yeah.
I don't think I know many women from
Shout out to the Osas.
if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
If you're Edo and you're my friend, I'm so sorry. Because I'm like, I'm Edo. I was like, sorry. I'm really, really sorry. But can I just say, big up all the Edo boys?
Why?
I feel like I like Edo boys.
Shout out to Shelly, Poppy, and Rayma.
Shout out to Shally. Shout out to Reva.
Unblock me.
Which one?
He knows.
You know what? We'll talk about this off camera. Anyway.
And leave that in there. Because unblock me. You're enjoying each other. Cheers to that too.
Cheers to that. How'd you say cheers in
My
Edo?
breast. Huh?
How'd you say cheers in Edo?
La.
We'll move on.
What'd you put in this drink?
We move on. Okay, do you call yourself Nigerian first or American first?
That's a good question. Us diaspora girls have been getting pure.
The diaspora. It's a disaster.
Let me tell you.
It's a disaster.
You know what's crazy? You're wrong either or. Oh, stop. You're wrong either or.
You know what's interesting? Obviously, first of all, I really thought I was Nigerian, right?
You
I am
are Nigerian.
And then I went to Lagos. I went to Lagos for the first time, and I have always been really true to my Nigerian roots. I love being a Nigerian woman. It's such a part of my brand.
We're lit. I wouldn't want to be from any other country.
When I went to Lagos, they were someone for the first time. People were calling me Dudu on Yubo.
What does that mean?
It means like black person but white person.
Is that what Dudu means?
Dudu means black.
Black soap. All right.
Yeah, Dudu Oyibo.
Mm.
So they were calling me black white. And I was like, I've never been called white before. This is new.
Why?
Because I have a British accent.
Okay.
They were saying that I'm black white.
All
and
right.
it was so strange because from me growing up in the UK as a dark-skinned black woman, I've always thought, yeah, I'm a black girl. I'm a Nigerian girl. And then I went there and they're like, who are you? High profile.
Okay, so question for you, because we never even, how did that did you say it first? Who said it?
So I said I was Desperado. Many. Bablico. Ha ha. Balotelli. Then it's taking me for. This is like I'm fingering someone.
Paparazzi. Bye.
The second drink is hitting me. I'm sorry.
No, the first drink beats me.
No, it's the second.
The
drink
second one is just.
But yeah, God, high profile. What interesting time. Do you know what? Yeah.
Being cancelled is not fun.
I wouldn't say I was cancelled. I don't feel like you could cancel me because I'm a good person.
That don't matter. Nobody cares.
You know what? Facts. Because there's some people who I know who are generally good people and they're cancelled. Sorry, no. Let me say, I can't be cancelled because I pray. I go into the spirit realm.
Oh God, nobody's safe.
And I pray hard.
Nobody's safe. It might be you next.
You know, they tried to cancel me a couple times though, but I come back every time.
Period.
It's Jesus. It's the blood of Jesus and my community, a strong community.
Okay.
Do you know what? I went to somewhere. Can I just say shout out to her? Sometimes you think you get sometimes I get in my mind, I'm like, fuck, this is the end, man. It's been a good.
What? Stop.
I'll call it Emmanuel. I'm like, Emmanuel, I fucked it.
Bye.
Or sometimes I said, Emmanuel, why the fuck did you clip that? Because sometimes it'd be Emmanuel. Sometimes it'd be Emmanuel. I'm not gonna lie. Emmanuel has tried to finish me a couple of times. Do you actually believe in cancel culture though?
What is cancel culture?
It's like when they wipe you off the earth, they're like, you're finished.
Like
you've got your breastplate of salvation, you're done.
That is so jokes to me. Because who are you? It takes like 1,000 of y'all to group together to make something happen. It won't take one of me.
Okay, I like that. That was tea.
Yeah.
There was not enough.
You have to gather.
There was not enough energy in the room for what she just said. Y'all didn't even take it.
I have to say it again. You have to gather community to do something. Me by myself. Nah. So.
You lot don't clap for me like that.
I mean, but it's true though. Like, they're only powerful in masses. Mm-hmm. Imagine being one versus
masses
thousands.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like cancel culture does it. There is a room for people who deserve to be cancelled.
Definitely. But let's be for real. Okay, think about what we got canceled over.
Would you say high profile was the cancel moment? I thought I won that battle actually. I thought I won actually. To be fair, I thought that was the battle that I won. No, did I not win?
What's your sign again?
Libra.
Okay, I want to be a Libra in my next life. I beg.
Did I not win? I could have sworn I won.
You did. I
Yeah,
feel like you won.
yeah. I can't. Listen, I was against the whole nation.
A whole country.
I was against the whole country.
And honestly, beefing with Nigerians is crazy. Cause what? My beef wasn't with Nigerians. I'll give you that.
They little kid me. They little kid me.
Christians, they just throw holy water. Nigerians?
Crucify, crucify, crucify. Yeah, that was,
Nigerians? They tear your asshole open.
I think they realized that. Yeah, I think she might be one of us. She's crazy, but she's one of us.
No, you held strong. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was happening when I met you. So imagine Sophia was trauma dumping over her shit, and I'm still 20,000 tweets up.
Yeah.
High profile,
But you know
high
what?
profile.
I would have rather been canceled during Dirty December when I'm partying and distracted than after a BBL when I'm lying on my stomach facing the wall.
No, being cancelled and having to go on the roads, yeah, is hell. I had to go. I was going around in Nigeria.
Oh, because people are seeing you.
Yeah, imagine peak cancellation. I have to be out on the roads. After these girls are like, yeah, when I see her, I'm gonna punch her. Now you have to start. Now you have to start.
So my thing is, people be bold on the internet though.
Yeah, they be bold.
Because you can't even be in the influencer's shoes that you're canceling.
I was scared though. I had 2 security guards when I was going around in Lagos. I said, yeah, come punch me now, bitch. Yeah. You know when you have like, you know when you're in a fight at school and then you're like hiding behind someone. Yeah, you fucking bitch. Yeah, yeah. I'll show you.
I'm screaming.
What does your For You page look like? Because you tried to make a joke today about something that nobody got.
It was the Lagata Egungun from Lagos. He's there. But my For You page is mainly dark feminine energy, how to get money.
Goddess energy.
Yeah.
I've kind of left that.
Get money, leave love.
I
think because I talk to my friends a lot about it, it affects my algorithm.
You know, I'm getting a little bit sick of those conversations though.
I hate seeing it on my For You, but it's because it's my conversations. I'm the one that's messing up my own algorithm.
I feel like I was very lost in the Shira 7 sprinkle.
I'm messing up my own
content.
algorithm because me and her sound the same at this point. If you're my friend, don't call me and say, me, I only care about money. That's my problem.
So when are you going to get space for love?
I do have space for love.
But if money is involved.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know why it's normalized that that's wrong. Who wants to be broke? Who wants to be broke? Comment down below and say, I want to be broke.
Yes, I can block you.
Let's stop pretending
You're obviously
here.
on the wrong show.
Everybody wants money now. Everybody wants money. Who in here doesn't want any money? You don't want money ever again. Oh, now it's a crime, I be. Lock me up for wanting money.
I'm not judging.
Let's stop it.
I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. But I just kind of feel like, why am I getting a bit sick of these conversations?
I think it's sick because people are making things too transactional, and we were not built to operate that way. Like, it's not that serious. You don't have to do everything in transactions. Some things can come from your heart. Not everything has to benefit
Like
or
what?
have to have a reason or anything like that. Just live your life and do things.
Like what?
Like, okay, so with me being an influencer, obviously, when I promote something or share something, somebody's getting paid. I don't always need to be paid for that. If I genuinely don't want to gatekeep and I want to give you something that will help you, I will do that. If I want to share something that will put you forward, I'll do that. I don't have to get paid for that. It's not every day I must be paid to share. No. But at the same time, like, that's my job, right? So I just feel like with the whole dating topic, it can get OD when people act like you're not supposed to have emotions, you're not supposed to get attached, you're not supposed to get invested.
I agree. I was like, the basis of my dating existence now is that, yes, I would like to date someone who can provide. Yes, I would like to date someone who is doing well for himself. but I'm just kind of over the games a little bit. I'm kind of over
What are the games? What are the
rules.
games? What are the games?
You know, the rule book. I'm kind of over the rule book. Like, if he doesn't buy you this, then you don't like.
But you know what's crazy? I don't go by that. And I feel like I've never given my exes flowers, but I would say that was my only boyfriend for 7 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never been single until me and him broke up, and then I really tasted the streets for the first time in my mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
That man was the first man I knew, and he naturally did the things that I would want men to do for me now.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like going into dating, I had an expectation already.
What's the best thing a guy's ever bought you?
What's the best thing a Bible? But if I say that now, they'll come and now
be
say I'm a
fucking
Christian
for
girl.
real.
Be
Bible.
fucking for real. All right. So let me go now to material things, Abby.
Even you yourself knew that you wasn't serious when you said that.
Look at his face, self twisting sideways because I said Bible. You see? Anyways, see? Do you see how rubbish is actually rated?
Girl, this is a podcast. Give us something juicy, girl.
So okay, so if the best thing a guy ever bought me is not a Bible, then
okay, cool. That might have been the best thing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the book of Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Judges, Roots.
But no, I'm
First
like, that
Samuel,
man wants me
Second
to read my
Samuel.
Bible. He wants me to have a custom Bible.
First Kings, Second Kings, Chronicles, Second Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalm, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes.
You want to hear Chanel? You want to hear why it's
Okay, what's the okay? No, that is a beautiful. Did he go to church with you after?
No, he just sent me a very personalized Bible.
And then,
I really appreciated that gift.
guys, this is the end of the episode. It's been me, Big MJ and the Bumbuckler. 1, 2, and 3. I've been with my girl, Sophiology. Can you do us the honors? Wait, before you do, where do we find you on the internet?
You can find me on YouTube, okay? And if you're not into YouTube, check it out. Like, stop it. At Sophiology. Everywhere Sophiology, period. It's Sophiology, like the study of me. But yeah, this has been fun. It was very good being hosted by Madam Joyce. The drinks were definitely giving. I wouldn't drink otherwise, but it's Joyce now. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week with another bad boy and bad gal.
Period.
I'm drunk.